Hello, class. Welcome back to our lecture series about the fall of the Western Roman Empire. This will be our third part and the last part of this topic. We left off talking about Diocletian's historical legacy, and in this lecture we will continue with Constantine, the rise of Christianity, and also ultimately the fall of the Roman Empire itself. It is clear that the only thing really keeping the Roman Empire together during the 3rd century crisis was Diocletian's personal excellent leadership. After Diocletian retires in 305 AD, the Roman Empire faces a civil war between 4 generals. Now, a man by the name of Constantine would take power after Diocletian retires. However, the political reforms that Diocletian created led to instability, and within a few years, Emperor Constantine was at war with one of his co-rulers. During this civil war for power after Diocletian retired in 305 AD, there is an extremely important battle that will change the face of the Roman Empire. In 312, Constantine, one of these generals who are fighting to take control over the Roman Empire, is facing an enemy at the Milvian Bridge. Okay? Now, it's important to understand that Christianity by this time had spread throughout the Roman Empire. Even many of Constantine's soldiers were Christians. Okay? Constantine was losing this battle, and he was not confident that he was going to win this. So one night he prays for victory, and depending on which story you follow, in his dreams he sees a cross. Okay? So when he wakes up, he sees this as a sign that the Christian God was going to support him in this battle. So he ordered his troops to draw a cross on their shields. And, of course, the troops fought bravely and won. So from that point on, Constantine believes that it's not the Roman gods that helped him succeed. It was the God that the Christians believed in him that allowed him to take power by defeating his enemy at the Milvian Bridge. Okay? A year after this battle, Constantine passes the Edict of Milan, which allows Christianity to be an accepted religion within the Roman Empire. Before this time, remember we talked about Diocletian. Diocletian believed that the polytheists needed to be more powerful than the Christians, and he executed many Christians. By 313 AD, things completely change, and Constantine makes Christianity an accepted religion within the Roman Empire. Once in power, Constantine really continues the policies of Diocletian, with the exception of being friendly with the Christians, unlike Diocletian. Constantine isn't just a very important Roman emperor because he accepts Christianity within the Roman Empire and would later himself convert to Christianity. He's also important because in 330 AD, he makes a very fateful decision to move the capital of Rome, which is in the city of Rome, to the Eastern Roman Empire, where he would establish Constantinople, which is where modern-day Istanbul is. This is such an important decision because it really pounds down the idea that the Western Roman Empire is in decline, and the Roman capital needs to be in the Eastern Roman Empire. And from this point on, all the culture, all the major developments, all the politics will occur in the Eastern Roman Empire, whereas the Western Roman Empire will slowly begin to decline politically and would ultimately disappear by the 5th century. After 337 AD, no other Roman emperor is able to rule the Roman Empire like Constantine. And this is a big problem because in the East, a major world power is growing near the Caspian Sea, who will, in a couple years, sweep into Western Europe and cause immense chaos and destruction in Western Europe. We've been talking about these German tribes in the north and how they have interacted with the Roman Empire. Sometimes they've attacked the Roman Empire. Sometimes they've even served as soldiers for the Roman Empire. Now, something's going to change at around 370 AD. A group of Mongol nomads from Central Asia, very rough, very fierce group of nomads are going to come from Central Asia and invade Western Europe. What this will do is that these German tribes trying to escape these nomads called the Huns, first coming from Gaul and then Spain, will invade into North Africa. And unfortunately, during this time, the Roman military is extremely weak and is unable to stop these Germanic tribes from entering into the Roman Empire. Okay, so just to repeat things, the Huns, these Mongol nomads, invade Western Europe in an attempt to escape these Huns. These Germanic tribes pushed southwards into the Roman lands, and the Roman military was unable to stop both the Huns and the German tribes. When the Huns attacked Rome, or the Western Europe, they were not a unified force. Then in 444 AD, a man by the name of Attila was able to unify the Huns under one political entity, one empire. Attila's forces numbered something close to 100,000 soldiers, and they attacked and plundered Western Europe on a very large scale. However, they were unable to conquer Constantinople, but they attacked about 70 towns throughout the Eastern Roman Empire. Now, the Huns would eventually disappear and would not be able to keep their empire together, but the Romans nevertheless still had to deal with the German tribes, okay? In 476 AD, the last Roman emperor, just a 14-year-old boy named Romulus Augustulus, was ousted from power by German forces and was forced to abdicate the throne to a German tribal leader by the name of Odoacer. Now, this event, the event of Romulus Augustulus being ousted from power by German forces, had a huge significance for the Western Europe. From this point on, no emperor in the Roman Empire ever claimed to rule Western Europe. It was never considered to be part of the Roman Empire after 476 AD. And also, by this time, the Eastern Roman Empire, more commonly known as the Byzantine Empire, would continue on the Roman traditions up until the 1400s AD.